So basically, we were supposed to be picked up at the VIP hotel instead of our Cat hostel, which we forgot. That was our bad. And then it was New Year, so there's crazy traffic, and no Grab would come up to Cat to pick us up. It was kind of a recurring theme. So even if we had remembered that we weren't getting picked up at Cat, I think we would have been late. So we ended up being half an hour late to the bus, but they waited for us, which was very kind. We felt very bad about making other people wait. Except then when we got there, we waited another half an hour. So we ended up leaving around 8 instead of 7. We got in around 2:30, and then they texted me at 9 p.m. asked me if we booked for 2 people instead of 3 because they were very confused about 3 of us on the bus instead of 2. I didn't see it till midnight because I was sleeping, and then I texted them back and I didn't get a response. Well, ever. But I asked them if there's anything I needed to do to fix it. We were last to get our hotel room because of that, but that was okay. We got our hotel room. They were very confused. The hotel room was a hotel room. It had some stains on the sheets, some dirt within the towels, some other people's hair. The shower was nice though. The shower was very nice, and the bed was rock hard. But we were only gonna be there for about 4 hours before we had to wake up. So, and after the day we had of almost missing the bus, and then some of us got motion sick on the bus, and it was a whole thing. You know, we were desensitized to the less hygiene of the hotel room. And then we went to sleep, and now we're awake and getting breakfast. We came early to pay in the morning, ready to try to figure out if we could add another person. And the paper they changed it to 3, so it all worked out. They didn't tell me that they changed it, so I was very stressed for no reason. But that's okay because they changed it and it all worked out in the end. And now Latifah's gonna eat her vitamins, and I'm thinking I should have brought my vitamins too. Pineapple juice and an egg and pate banh mi. What's up, vlog? So somehow that was the most sleep I've gotten this whole trip because if you add up the bus sleep, which was like, it was a 5-hour drive. I didn't sleep the whole time. It was like 3 or 4 hours of sleep, plus 3 hours of sleep at the hotel. That's like 6 hours. I've only been getting 4 hours or less of sleep this whole trip. Latifa got 1 hour of sleep total. And Hannah slept on the bus, but not so much in the hotel room. So we're rallying. Our group is 10 people. Not all these people are in the same group. We're here getting gas at the gas station. We lost Hannah at the other gas station, but hopefully she catches up with us soon. We found Hannah. I was lost, but I've been found. We found her. It's foggy. Then picture. People out trying to walk. Once the vlog, we made it to the homestay for the night. It is so nice. There's a little bit of dirt on the sheets, but it's dirt instead of stains, and that we can deal with. This is the outside. There's a pool, and this is the inside. Let's see if we're cleaning off all her clothes.
to vlog. We went to bed at like 9:30. We were so tired, but they did some karaoke, and we'll be there next time. Tonight. And this is the fit today. I got my green pants on, but we got red pants on because it's a little cold. And today we are going to the riverboat. We were so cold last night that we had to ask for extra blankets. But yeah, we went to bed at 9:30 and I woke up at 11:30 very briefly, maybe like a half an hour, and then I went back to sleep. And then I woke up at 1:30 and then I was awake for like half an hour, and then I went back to sleep again until like 7:30. So that's probably the most sleep I've gotten this whole trip. So very good.
Hello, so I wanted to come in here and talk a little bit about the ethics of the Ha Giang Loop tours in general. We drove, as you can see in the clips right before this, along with many groups, Motorventure and others, through the Saturday market in Gia. Apologies if I pronounced that wrong. And there was a huge traffic jam. The motorbikes from the tours were giving off a ton of exhaust sitting in the jam, and the locals with their children couldn't get across the pass to different vendors. The children were right at the height of all the very hot to Dutch from experience, exhaust pipes, and the excess fumes coming out. These riders were also honking a ton while sitting there, which is part of the Vietnamese motorbike tour culture, but maybe less necessary when it's not helping to get the line moving since the van is blocking the way, which also contained tour people, I think. There was a lot of sound pollution for the local morning market. My friends and I were talking to some other people on the tour as well, and we would like to minimize the disruption to the locals and their town and participate in more ethical tourism. No travel is perfectly ethical, however, we can do our best to minimize negative impacts. In this case, tour companies could do this by going around the market on a different path, by leaving earlier in the day, or by parking the bikes on the other side of the market beforehand and then having us walk through the market. Additionally, throughout the tour, we usually stayed localized to the homestays, except for in Đồng Văn later this day, thus not really engaging with the local economy or the markets, which would of course come with its own ethical considerations, but with purchasing power and influencing them to cater to tourists instead of the locals inventory-wise. So again, there's no perfectly ethical tourism, but we can do our part. Hopefully, talking about this might influence others to consider the impact they make while they're traveling, and even talk about things like this in their feedback to the tour companies, because money talks, and if customers comment on it in reviews, changes might be more likely to be made. Again, this is an issue for all of the different tour companies going through. It's one path, so not just Motorventures, and it was not any individual guide or Easy Rider's fault. Our guide and Easy Riders were amazing. The views were amazing. They communicated with us perfectly, and overall we had a great experience, and I would recommend Ha Giang Motorventures. With that, as the Ha Giang Loop tour industry grows, it would be nice to see a focus on reducing the disruption to the locals and their towns. Thanks for listening to me, and enjoy the rest of the vlog. Grand Canyon, woo!
Chào bạn nha. 大家好。他的朋友在中国的，中国来这里玩的很好。我是越南，我是不是中国人呢？我们越南我带他去玩，到考古河江、Ha Giang Loop 好，拜拜。
The driver got me this scarf. Now we match. And Tifa's got her one as well. Fit check, because this is the only time you're gonna see it before we layer up.
And he died in 1947. So the king.
sleep for 7 hours. After boil, we take it to washing the water and then boil and washing, boil and washing. We want so soft more, so yeah, like here.
Bah, je sais pas, à toi là. Bon, allez, stop.
I'll show you what it is. Cream.
No.
Oh god. Alive? Where is it now?
Outside the holes.
What?
Outside the bathroom
That
holes.
was my.
Very happy then. And thank you. Take your glass guy. Well, remember how to say cheers.
Yeah.
Ready? Just after yeah. Are you ready?
Yeah!
I am all.
Hey!
Một hai ba zo.
Một hai ba
Hai ba zo.
zo. Hai ba zo.
Hai ba zo zo zo.
Hai ba zo zo zo.
Hai ba uống.
Hai ba uống.
No.
Hai ba rô.
Một hai ba rồi.
Hai ba rô.
Hai ba rồi.
Hai ba uống.
Hai ba uống.
Hai ba hít.
Hai ba hít. Are you ready? Yeah! Alle boy! Một hai ba rồi. Một hai ba rồi. Hai ba rồi. Hai ba rồi. Hai ba rồi rồi. Hai ba rồi rồi. Hai ba uống.
Last night we prepare for the big party.
Elle doit avoir ça juste
What's up, vlog?
guide's tire punctured, so we're hiking how he goes to fix it. We made it. Got all the layers off. That's a vlog. We're in a very humid cave. I shedded even more layers. It's not right. It's hot. No plastics too.
It's a chicken. One of a chicken.
You know, Latifah's hurt even more. I said, merci, Chris, because he got me tea. And then he was like, yes, whatever, you're welcome, it's in French. And I said, de rien. And the two French girls, she like looked at me and said something to the blonde one, the green jacket one. And then she was like, as I was walking away, she was like looking back at me like, because she didn't know I spoke French or understood a little bit. I think 4 days is perfect on this trip. Like, I feel fulfilled and I feel like I saw a lot. Obviously, the weather could have been better, but like, I think I would have been sad if it ended at 3. But I'm ready for it to be over for now. I could keep going if I got like a pad for the seat to the motorcycle. If I got a butt pad, and if the weather was better, but it's great. We made it to our hotel in Hanoi. It's not a hotel, it's an Airbnb. And we waited in that very nice hotel in the last clip for the bus. Took the bus, uneventful this time, about 6 hours, and then now we're here. We have 3 separate bedrooms, and it's very nice. This bed is a little bit rock-like, but it's okay because it's very pretty, the Airbnb, and the bathroom is very nice. And I think I caught a cold. It could be the pollution, because Latifah's coughing too, and cigarettes, all the cigarette smoke. But I think it's a cold. So throwback to last time I was in Vietnam when I also had a cold, but that was right when I got here.